Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. This is Solomon Alex Gamer, who on Dragon Ball Super episode 30. I gotta say, they spent a little bit of the episode like recapping stuff like that, having stuff like that, recapping, telling taking stories that already happened in the season, and just changing the venue. Anyway, now situation has come to light. We all know what's going to happen. Universe 6 for the Universe 7, and the battle for the fate of the Earth and the power of the Super Dragon Balls are at stake. So right now, it's a very big deal. So. Anyway, right now there's some problem. Now they gotta handle things, and try to find out Goku and Vegeta, and they gotta ask now who's they gonna pick for part of their five man team. And Beerus has already chosen Kokoro, the only other person who is his number one rival, basically. Like his number one arch foe, who's supposed to be stronger than Goku. Goku's the second. That's definitely very big, very very epic. So, and now it's up for Goku and Vegeta to pick the last ones. However, how's there some problem that's there in this episode? For one thing, one problem was how Krillin in 18, Marin, and some of the characters think that they're gonna and something about a picnic. I'm like, what? What? Apparently, Goku said something to his wife. I had to explain, and Chi Chi, and she misunderstood and she now explained to everybody about a picnic, and now people thinking, oh, we're excited, we're gonna have a picnic in space. What the hell did Goku say? I'm like, seriously. Yeah, I know you. I know you're afraid of your wife because you don't like it when you go off and train and fight and going off in battles. I'm like, what the hell did you say? I'm like, were you so excited about this tournament that your mind just brain farted something wrong, and so you can tell your wife not to worry, or were you just caught up in the moment, like yeah, picnic and stuff like that. We're going on a picnic and be off for a while. So yeah, I'm like, seriously, Goku, what has your brain been up to? Then again, Goku's not the smartest character. That probably goes to everybody else but him. No. Sorry, but I'm a little insulting. It's just perspective. Anyway, they go to candidates. For one thing, they try to ask for one candidate is Boo. Boo. He's a little hesitant at first. He doesn't care about making wishes. He doesn't care. He's basically a fat dude, but he's very strong. In fact, but the thing is in fact, if they want to choose a person, any Buu that they should choose Kid Buu, because he was by far the strongest of all the Majin Buus. It took Goku everything he had and more to bring him back to his limits, to defeat him, and that was hard. That was hard. Alright, so it was one crazy ass that was one crazy ass fight. The situation for them is very dire. But they can't choose, Kid Boo's resurrected for Oob right now because they can't resurrect because he's still a baby. So that's like them acknowledging that Oob still exists. So that's like taking. Remember, this story is continuing what happened in between the end of the Majin Buu arc and between the end of the series, like in between those two. That's like 10 years at least. That's at least 10 years. And in those 10 years, a lot of shit's gonna happen. So, a lot of shit's gonna happen. So, and somehow Vegeta knew. But that's just them adding to the continuity, Anyway, they try to ask, Boo, but Boo, he refuses at first. He doesn't want to wish for anything. He's not like that. And why would she wish for something when he has everything? Like, he even said, if he makes a wish, if he's doing this, he's gonna do this. He's gonna give the wish is to Mr. Satan Hercule. Like Hercule's basically giving everything he has. That's like Boo being a true friend, because Satan was really his first true friend, and so he's the one who helped try to convince him to become good. But because of that, and Boo was it was faced with such an emotional trauma and stuff. It was such a heart-wrenching decision that his whole, it led to his soul being split into two body being split into two pieces, the good and the evil. That was one of the best parts of Dragon Ball Z. The goodness in Boo's heart versus the goodness in versus the evil in Boo's heart. So basically, Boo, he's up to the challenge, but he's probably gonna do it. But he only said he's gonna do this for Mister Hercule, Mister Satan. I'm not gonna call him Hercule because that's the way he was called in the dub. I mean, Hercule's his real name too, but his first name. But it's pretty funny. I like Hercule better because that's the way he was said in the English dub on TV and in the video games. Even though the video games he kind of sucked. Well, not the original Budokai ones, just not the original Tree Budokai, just a later series. Nice. Then they started to ask, and they try to go as Piccolo, and maybe Gohan, At first they didn't think about, at first they didn't think Gohan would be strong enough because his training, him and his training, being the fact that he's training himself to become stronger. It's like he's in a tough situation. Like, I mean, Gohan, I admire that he made the commitment because he wants to fight for the people he loves. You know, I'm glad they had Piccolo to make the decision to train him from scratch. It's a good move. It's a good move. I want to see Gohan at least have some of the power he had when he was a kid. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Mystic Gohan. Those were the best. As, those were literally the best versions of Gohan. So, and now the situation is like very dire. I mean, anyway, they go fight Piccolo, and surprised to see that Gohan is there. Like knowing that what they went through, Gohan asking, being the situation they got to, it's understandable. And even Goku has seen a change in him, a slight change, and even try to ask him to help, but there's a problem with that. The problem is it's in 4 days. They have 4 days, but unfortunately, for some reason, Gohan can't make it. I know his studies are important, but seriously, badass Gohan is needed. At some point, they're gonna need him. At some point, maybe it's to fill the role of protector when Goku and Vegeta are gone. But that's good. That would be a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. Like but I want to see his strength improve. I want to at least not be better than Goku or Vegeta. That's not gonna happen. We know that. But at least stand next to them, like stand behind their shadow. At least know that he exists and not a weakling. That's one good thing. However, I said this before that this episode was mostly recap. That's because they already followed. Actually, it's because they're taking stuff that we already know for certain episodes and stuff and added to the episode, into its episode, just to make it longer. For example, they added that we got to see Champa and Vado, those, and he and Beerus and him, Beerus and Champa fight, and they decided to have the Universe 6 or the Universe 2nd tournament. It's definitely pretty interesting. Interesting the way you put it. It's definitely very good. However, the problem is this, because of that situation, they put the Earth at stake. Everybody, is right now in dire peril. It's the fate of the Earth versus Super Dragon Balls, all because of Cup Ramen. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the last episode or my last video. You know. Anyway, you also got the part where they how Whis reminisce to Beerus that you changed a lot. It's mostly because of Goku. Goku has the power. Even though Goku may be a bit dense at sometimes, high end and excitable, he's not really a bad person. And he really is honest when it comes to him, especially. But when it comes to his behavior and fighting, he heads dives first. Yes, and the fact that Goku convinced Beerus to do so means he has some influence going all the way back to when Beerus first made his appearance, when he had tried to have premonitions about the Super Saiyan God, and he challenged Goku to the fight. He literally whooped Goku's ass at that time. It was definitely that was like that was like an OTK, an OHK, one hit kill. Like literally, he destroyed Goku. No lie. However, the fact that I mean, and Beerus, I think there's a part of Beerus that knows that he's right, that Goku did influence him in some way, and the fact that he's grown stronger, way beyond the point where Beerus fought him all that time ago. It's definitely very unique. Anyway, when the episode ends, it's definitely good, but I wish they give us a little more and not just recap, No, and from the preview from the next episode, we get to see Jocko. Okay, it looks like there's a kind of awkward situation, and from what I see, it looks like Beerus, he's going after the guy, his number one adversary. Hey, and from the looks of it, it looks like Beerus is gonna handle things. There's a person out there who's stronger than Goku. If you guys have read the manga, you know what I'm talking about. Those you haven't, you haven't, because I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But this guy's stronger than Goku, but you're not. Goku. That means he gave Beerus a hard time. That is definitely someone should be taken seriously. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. Thank you. This is Sullivan Islands Gamer Lace of Dragon Ball Super Episode 30. Thank you. Bye.